Alright. It's showtime. And we are good to go.
Well, we finally made it. Sunchipp Year 14. Who'd ever thought that we'd actually get this far in a pretty positive way? Although, unfortunately, not a lot was accomplished. Not a lot was fixed. Not a lot really happened. But I do gotta say, this was one of the most positive years I have ever had. And I am glad to say that my last year's New Year's resolution actually happened. I want to make another one, but I don't want to jinx it. I will admit, it was rough at first. Extremely rough. From January towards June. It's kind of been an emotional ride. But from January to May is when most of the year was more apologetic to the public. I was forced to make non-stop apologies because I wasn't able to do anything. And I almost had to do it again at the end of the year. But just right on time, things were fixed. Ever so slightly. But June hit, a relationship flaw came, and it pretty much knocked me off the earth for a while. Let's head into something here. Around May, I became suicidal. I got into a hospital and I wanted to get some sort of treatment, and instead I got diagnosed with things that make me ineligible to work. And right around that same time, I guess an old friend decided to come back and told me things that almost started the relationship back up again. But then she dropped the bomb and I became suicidal again. And this was on my birthday. I liked the second hospital a lot better, I'm not gonna lie. But either way, it was a rough start of the year. And this is when I figured, or when I found out, relationships are just a waste of time. If everybody's just gonna drop you down, gonna make you feel suicidal, why be in them? You could be happy on your own. You could be happy with the ones that actually make you happy. Choose the right type of people. That's what I've learned this year. And that's what has made this year so much more positive. And I couldn't have thanked two of the best communities that I am a part of. And I want to thank them both. During this time, I started a TikTok. I just wanted it to be nothing but shorts, but something else happened. I started modeling cars for distance, and that's nothing new if you've been on this channel for a good while. But on TikTok, that's what made me big. Within 3 months, I got over 100 followers just from my distance content. And why this is, I want to know. First, it's people on YouTube who has made me who I am through my music. But then it shifts over to another platform to when I'm more known for my distance cars, when a lot of these aren't original cars that I thought of. I guess people have their differences. I mean, that's something that's been a thing from the very beginning of time. But still, it's not what I wanted to be big for. I didn't want to do music from the very beginning. I didn't really want to model cars. I mean, I wanted to make 3D models of a lot of things, and that scene with Sunbot in the beginning, that's the number one. But I didn't really want to make cars for distance or any other video game. My beginning from 14 years ago was the start of animation for me. The first ones I've ever done was stop motion animation, and I really desperately want to get back into that. But I lack the equipment. I'm just glad I got a microphone last year, but I still lack the equipment. I've been searching high and low for remotes, even been testing out new ones that have been ordered, and none of them still work for the camera that I got. It's a shame, but I don't know what else to do. But I guess if it makes me feel like I'm able to do more things for the community, then that's kind of what makes me happy. Though I want to do things for myself at the same time. I want to provide entertainment in the best way. Rather it be a small movie, or a special song, or a special car in their liking. Although I still wanted to do film and animation from the very beginning. My live action films way back in the day were cringeworthy, and I guess a lot of people saw it. I didn't at the time, but as I turn back and see it, I see what they dislike. So I'm probably gonna script off or just lay off of the live action bits. My stop motion animations got liked from way back when, and I still wish I could do that again. So I'm hoping this can be fixed within the next within the next year or two. But I can't look up to anything new right now. Over on the Sunchipp Radio page, my number one goal that's been going on for almost 2 years has finally gotten fully completed.
My life has ended today. The gothic side has shown me the way. Darkness rises day by day as the demons called out rise to play. Framed by blood drowning in the floodgate. Dark and wake showing me how darkness is everything.
Darkness is Everything has finally been fully released. It's available on Bandcamp for at least $7. Or, if you prefer the vinyl, you go over for a easily $27. I actually did do a Google search to see how much a vinyl record would have actually costed, and that was what I went with. So, Darkness is Everything is finally done. And for one of the songs, heck, I'm actually glad to say I can credit Darby for helping me out with the one, writing the tune, writing the melody. He gave me some good advice for it, and that's basically what I took and put it together in somewhat of his honor.
How can you say our anxieties fade? Your life may be perfect, but we take your eggs. Wave we now surf might just cause us more pain as we drown in the ocean of emotional rain. Even dark in the day, they showed me the way, the anxiety wave. Wave, it's dark in the day, they showed me the way, the anxiety wave.
But still trying to fit the theme for the darker side of human life for me, I guess. Darkness is everything is basically what my life has been through for, well, since 1998, since that's when I was born. But I guess my life has been dark for a very good long time, and people just do not want to see it. And that's basically what the album is about, just basically my traumas through childhood and onward. And so I'm glad that I got this album done. There's still music that I would like to work on. And oh boy, the times that I had to mention that I spent nearly $500 on an electric guitar, it's insane. I don't think I'll be doing that again, but if I have to when it comes to the far future, I will if I want to improve. I'm still finding new ways to improve every single year, and it's heard throughout the entire year from day one to the final days, and at first I had nothing. Then I discovered VSTs, free ones, and as each one that I find, they get better and better and better. And then I started paying for, I think, 3 of them. I only use 2 because the other one doesn't sound that good to me. And sometimes I would also include an effect that would make the songs better. It's just a ride for me, like a uplifting ride. And I even found a better orchestra this year, and I absolutely love it. I cannot let it go. There are still times when I will use the older one that I use because they're actually fully developed on every key instead of just separate keys that that only play and not mute. If you know my vibe on this, but my music has strongly improved, and I'm even glad to say my 8-bit tunes have improved. And they sound more like an NES now, and that's what I've been trying to aim for ever since I've been working on 8-bit music. So, there's 8-bit, there's a better orchestra, finally got some punk rock, and I finally got decent sounding metal my channel is becoming more of an improvement than what I thought. So, thanks to those guys who have subscribed to the Sunchipp Radio channel, and I wasn't expecting 1,000 subscribers on that channel either. Over 1,000. Although I'm getting close to 3,000 on this channel, then keep it up, I can pretty much use it. But also give some love to the music channel, and most importantly, give some love to my gaming channel. It's like, what happened there? And speaking of the gaming channel, let's go and talk about that. We finally reached over 200 subs. Not the best improvement, but it's something. And I've been extremely limited on this one this time. Nobody has been wanting to see retro as much as they want to. I'll still post some, but they don't get as much views. I quit Scrap Mechanic because of the group being a negative group. I have posted an entire video on that already. That one came straight from TikTok though. But I may as well go and try to make the best of it here. People will make fun of you for using mods, will go and say you're doing things wrong by using mods. You will get more praised if you just use vanilla content. And, well, what if we want to use mods? And what if... literally, just what if we want to use mods? It's like, there's nothing wrong with modded parts. Sure, you would have to update them after a while, but heck, they work, don't they? And some people would even laugh at you, some people would straight up have hate, call you names, doing this, doing that, so on and so forth. And even online multiplayer, it's just too much bugs, too much lag. I know the game is still in beta, but they could have put more effort. But the times when it's not buggy, it's you want to do something and you can't, you get to see that what you're putting together just will not work. And once they try to help you and say you want things done this way, then they go and blow up your stuff and log off of the game unknowingly. I don't want negativity in my YouTube content. There was a scrapped noob versus pro video for Scrap Mechanic, and that's basically why I scrapped it, because I just don't want it, and people will automatically have hate on it. So, sorry but not sorry. I'm glad I left the group. I'm glad I'm done with Scrap Mechanic. I can't do anything with it anymore. I'm sorry. Just leave me alone. Don't know if anybody can hear, but my voice is getting a little bit hoarse. So instead, I stuck with Distance. And boy, oh boy, did that rise. I am more than glad to be a part of the Distance community. I am more than glad to be a part of the Alliance. Distance has treated me right for once. And they actually know how to explain a problem. You want this done? Here you go. Well, wow, look at that. I didn't know I could do this. And sometimes they'll even provide things for you. I don't know if it's to use, but heck, I'll still use them. I give credit to the person who made that specific part, of course, but I'll talk about that a little bit sometime in a different time. But I am also glad to find out that the community has a bunch of computer experts, because I have been having major trouble with the laptop that I've got. And from what 3 people have shown me, my GPU is failing, and I am practically forced to get myself a tower PC in order for me to actually continue doing the things that I like to do. And they found out that my GPU is actually fused with my graphics card, which is a big no-no. Big no to the... It just does not want to work that way. Something like that could actually, well, I don't want to say blow the PC, but it causes a lot of downfalls, let's just say that much. So I'm trying to see if I can find a way to get another PC that has the GPU in one spot and the graphics card in the other spot, not fused together, for better performance, for better everything. I'm just hoping whatever I have to fix will come soon in order for me to make this possible, because I am not happy with what I'm currently using right now. I mean, to an extent, yes, but to what I want to do, it's preventing me from doing what I want to do, basically. So, thanks to Distance for making me who I am, really. On that channel, at least. I am glad to be a part of the Alliance, and I would like to see if I can get a lot of other people into this, because it's a fun game, and I have been making personalized cars for special people, and I would really like to get them to try it. And I would like to at least do one more noob versus pro video. I was thinking of doing that with Darby. I gotta talk to him more about this, but I don't know if it's really gonna work out so well. Because the last noob versus pro video I got with the Distance game in general, a lot of people hated it, and it was mostly because of the person who I was with. And so I can understand why that noob versus pro video got a lot more dislikes than likes, so I'm not too beaten up on it. I kind of expected it, but heck, if I could revise the noob versus pro with somebody else, then maybe there will be a chance. If I can get Darby into this, then I bet you he'd have a fun time. I'd kind of like to do it with Lair too, but I already know a part of Lair's schedule through Darby. So, that might be a bit of a tough one to think about. But Darby, if you're down for it, let me know. But I gotta get myself a better PC first. As for Sunchipp in general, I really wish I could say something happened, though nothing special has really happened. I would have honestly liked to start animating again. I have been doing some Blender animations. Okay, 1. 2. That's really it, just 2. But I want to do more. I want to do more than just 3D. I tried looking into 2D animations, but the things I was looking for, you have to pay for, and with what money do I have? Unless if I fart it out, then... let's kinda not jump the gun. I would love to get back into stop motion, but as mentioned earlier, my camera doesn't have a remote for it. And every time we looked for a remote, it just did not want to work. I kinda miss the old way on how Sunchipp worked. I miss the people that got involved. I mean, heck, we even had 2 different English teachers be a part of our animations, and that was something that blew a lot of people's minds when I showed these films in person. That was like the #1 question. How did you get an English teacher in your videos? Well, if you're in high school, and if they have good enough talent, and you go and ask for it, and if they say yes, you got the part. You could do this with anybody. It doesn't have to be an English teacher. If somebody can make voices and has a passion of wanting to be a voice actor, you could go up and ask them, hey, would you mind voice acting in this? And if they say yes, that's a good thing for you. It makes you feel some sort of warmth in you. It makes you feel like you've done them the biggest favor of their life. And I know one person who's wanting to be a voice actor for a good while. When I asked him about Sunbot, he was up for it. But if you do somebody like that the biggest favor of offering them a part in your animations, if that's something that'll make them happy, it'll make you happy at the same time. And honestly, I can't thank this particular person in general enough. He's brought me so much joy since 2019, since my demon ex decided to do her crap. He's been there since the end of that relationship. And he's been making me feel like I've been living a dream, basically. Kind of an over-exaggeration, but he's been making me feel like the best person in the world. He's been making me feel like I can accomplish anything that I put my mind to. Darkness is Everything couldn't have finished it without his advice. And I still thank him, till this day, for being encouraging, for being such a positive influence on me. I was going down in the darkest depression of my life back then, and I prayed for positivity every single day, every single night. And I finally got an answer. Blue Television Games. Sitting right there through my entire phone. Scrolling up, scrolling down. He was everywhere. So I had to click on it to see what was provided. And little behold, positive energy, positive community, positive everything surrounds that channel alone. You can't get any better than that. And I've seen many gaming channels to compare Blue Television Games to. There's still an energy on these other channels that you feel that just doesn't make you tick. But when it comes to this channel here, you get that spark. You get everything. So, Darby, you knew what you were doing all this time. You made a bunch of people happy, and I know it's something that kind of surprises you. But just know, you've answered prayers. You've answered people's cries. You've done a lot for everybody. And mostly me. Though I will bring this up again. You'll probably be disappointed in meeting me in person. I mean, it's practically the normal thing that everybody reacts to. But what can I say? Your content has made me feel positive and has made my channel the most positive thing that I was able to keep up. Your positive energy has led into me. And because of that, I stopped drinking. I stopped smoking. I stopped cursing. I stopped a lot in my life, and I felt like I became my old self again. So, to wrap things up, let's make another New Year's resolution. Let's try for the positive year again. The positive year of 2023. Let's hope for the best. Let's try to make people's day. Let's try to do something for someone else. Send your father a happy birthday card or something. Send somebody love. Send somebody positive energy. Let's make 2023 one of the best years anybody, and this goes for yourself too, make this year the most positive we can have. If we can do this, then the goal will be accomplished. Then we'll expect this for a whole nother year. Keep being positive. Spread love. Be yourselves. Let nobody take you down. Thank you for the most positive 2022 I have ever seen. My only wish right now is to make 2023 a much more positive and a happy new year.